How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I want to talk to you about some of the massive rumors circulating around in the crypto space right now. Also, want to talk to you about some of the big news in the market here today. Take a look at the new crypto CoinShares investor report, and then I'll also talk about what is to come about a week down the line. Down the road. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe button, I really appreciate that. There are also timestamps underneath the video as well in case you want to skip around, but I would highly suggest staying through to the end. So before we go any further, I want to talk to you about Margex. So Margex is a place that you can execute trades for very low fees. They also give you access to leverage trading. Now, I'm very cautious. I don't use leverage trading myself, but I do know that there are people that make lots of money doing this, whether it's on the short end or the long end of the trade. And it's really easy to use Margex. So when you use it, you can go up to 100x leverage. You can buy as easy as this. So I put in about 0.01 Bitcoin on a 5x leverage, buy, and then boom, done. Market filled. You can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, ADA, Sol, Uniswap. You can buy a handful of different cryptos on leverage. When you deposit 0.0004 Bitcoin, you get $50 worth of Bitcoin bonus. So in case you guys want to check out that link underneath the video, you can try it out. Of course, only use leverage if you're an experienced trader. Now, the overall crypto market is down a little bit today. Bitcoin's down 2.3%. Some of the altcoins are down as well. We have Bitcoin right around the level that bounced off of before. We were in the 44,200 or 44,400 range, bounced up from there. So we're about $1,000 off that, but we were around 47.5 yesterday. So we've come down a decent amount, still in the range that we've stayed in. And there are some interesting rumors circulating right now for some big news that could be coming this week. Now, first of all, Bitcoin Archive over on Twitter, he actually had a live stream or a live chat with Stablecoin, Do. So I listened to the whole thing. It was pretty interesting. Not anything that was real brand new. It was just some of the questions that a lot of Bitcoin investors have to Terra. And one of the things that Do said is we're never going to stop buying Bitcoin. Now, he said that they're going to continue to buy the reserve assets, the $3 billion worth that they set out to. And then they're going to have this proposal that goes through to constantly buy Bitcoin as time goes on. So that's what he means by they're never going to stop buying Bitcoin. It probably won't be these multi-billion-dollar buys. And he also didn't talk too much about when they were going to buy going forward. But a couple people asked, and he just said, we're going to try to buy at reasonable prices, but we're not going to try to time it too much. So that's why they've been waiting the last few days, just seeing if they could buy a little bit of the dip, and that's how they're going about it. Now, this week, we have Bitcoin Miami, the huge conference, and the big rumor is that Apple's going to accept crypto. We know CEO Tim Cook has said that it's reasonable to hold crypto. We know that Apple Pay is one of the largest providers out there, working with hundreds of millions of clients. But there are new rumors now. Supposedly, there are some rumors that Apple is set to announce a $1.5 billion Bitcoin purchase. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to happen. I think everyone's just speculating at this point, but this is what people are hearing through the grapevine. Now, this would be huge news. If this gets announced, I will try to tell you as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to the Bitcoin Miami conference, and I'm excited. I hope this happens. And right now, we have a number of public companies that already use Bitcoin and hold it on their balance sheet. We know Apple has a ton of money. Hundreds of billions of dollars, I believe, in cash sitting around. So $1.5 billion Bitcoin purchase isn't that big for their treasury, but it's huge for the Bitcoin community. We also know there are a lot of other entities that have been doing something similar. So if Apple does it, then it's only a matter of time until a couple other big tech companies do it as well. And then everyone is holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So that would be really interesting. Now, speaking of big tech companies, this seems like everyone was talking about it today. Elon Musk buys 9.2% of Twitter. And it was interesting. If you tried to trade this, you were either going to do really well or really poorly, because he had also talked about starting up his own social media business. Now, that would be really difficult to get as well known as Twitter, but he does have a large following, so it probably would be easier for him than just about anyone else in the world to start up that other social media business. However, he decided that he just wanted to go out and buy about 10% of Twitter. I think this makes sense. This is 1% of his net worth, and now he has a large percentage of the company. Now, the interesting thing is, again, if you tried to play this and you got it wrong and he didn't buy Twitter, your company or Twitter would be down significantly, but instead they're up about 25 to 30% today. Now, a lot of people are wondering if this is going to be really good for Dogecoin because he is such a big Dogecoin fan. Could they change the little Twitter symbol to a Doge? Who knows? But it's interesting to think about what Elon is going to do next and what this could mean for crypto, if anything. This change in ownership of Twitter. Now, the CoinShares investor report comes out each Monday. Now, the April 4 report supposedly is out right now. I went to click on it though and tried several times, trying different things, and they still look like they haven't updated it. On the front end, it looks like it's updated the latest report, but whenever you try to click into it, it still shows the last report. Remember, this is where we saw a lot of money flowing into Solana. I'll update you guys though as soon as they update this. We can see though a lot of Bitcoin's coming off exchanges, a lot of Ethereum is being staked, and a lot of Ethereum's coming off exchanges as well. So all pretty bullish on-chain indicators. Now, one other thing that we have to look forward to pretty soon, in about 8 days, is the schedule of releases of the Consumer Price Index. This is happening on April 12th. This is from March. Now, we continuously see higher and higher inflation. Over the next few months, we might see that inversion though, where we had such high inflation about a year ago, and those are going to start dropping off. So hopefully we see this inflection point. Now, that might not actually be coming because of all the inflation coming from Russia and Ukraine and their conflict. So maybe it gets pushed back several more months. Maybe we don't see until August, September. But this will be something to watch. I'm sure it'll shake the markets in one way or the other. But that's just something to pay attention to. Overall, though, I think it's a pretty good day in crypto. I mean, any day where we are not crashing is a pretty good day because in the end, we're holding on to one of the best assets in the world, which is Bitcoin. It's going to become more and more rare. You can see it drained off exchanges. At this pace, we're going to run out of all Bitcoin on exchanges by the end of 2023. Now, that's never going to happen. It's just going to become much more expensive as time goes on. But, you know, we can see where this is going. We can see that Bitcoin's going to become really rare. Some of these other cryptos are going to become rare as well. And hopefully you got enough so that you can be on that train. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Apple is actually buying Bitcoin? Do you think that they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, or do you think Strike is going to integrate with Apple Pay? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you think about Elon increasing his Twitter ownership to 9.2%. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Again, there's that link to Margex, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.